Tell me if it's just me. Do you ever feel like even though your plate is like piled way high that you are not doing enough as a mom? Do you ever have trouble going to sleep at night because you're still thinking about your to-do list? Do you beat yourself up at the end of every day about everything that you didn't quite get done? If that's you, keep on watching. Hey there, I'm Kathryn Charles, and welcome to my channel, Mom Life on Purpose, where it's okay to be a work in progress. So I thought we could talk about mom guilt today. What is mom guilt? Why do moms feel so guilty? And how do we overcome mom guilt? Why do moms feel so guilty? We are cooking and cleaning, managing the housework, driving the kids back and forth to all the things. Some of us are teaching, we're working, we're putting our everything into it day after day. So why do we feel guilty? I think there's 5 main reasons why moms struggle with guilt. The first reason is we feel like we're not enough. We feel like we're not doing enough. If we're working, we want to be home. If we're home, we feel like we should be at work. It doesn't matter what we're doing. There's so much on our minds that we feel that we'll never get it all done. And it's easy to feel like a hamster on a wheel. The second reason moms feel guilty is we don't want to let anybody down. We're volunteering. We are handling homework. We don't want to let our boss down. We don't want to let our kids down. We don't want to let our husbands down. We don't want to let the PTA down. We don't want to let our churches down. We want to be present, but we also want to be productive. And it's hard to find that balance between the two. Another reason moms feel guilty is because of the comparison trap. We have access to see what anyone's doing at any given time who wants to post on social media. And when you're scrolling through your phone, seeing other moms engaging with their kids or working their 9 to 5 or their side hustles or whatever they're doing or decorating their homes all cute, it's easy to feel like you're not measuring up and like you're missing out on something. Another reason moms deal with guilt is because, well, if you're anything like me, you probably have set super high expectations for yourself. And I've figured out that a lot of the expectations that I have for how my house is gonna look or for how I handle the week or being on time for everything, some of those things are unrealistic. A lot of the times, the super high expectations that I have for myself, I have for my husband and my kids. The 5th reason I think moms feel guilty is because they really need time for themselves or they really need help and they're really not sure how to ask or even afraid to ask. I know sometimes when you do ask for help, you do have a village and you do ask for help. If you're anything like me, you feel like you want to crawl under a rock, or maybe you've had people let you down, or you've just had people just say no a lot, and that can be hard. So how do we overcome this mom guilt issue? And it is an issue. Mom guilt keeps us from enjoying motherhood. It keeps us from living authentic lives, being fully present, being engaged. It keeps us from experiencing life the way that we were meant to. So how do we overcome this? One huge way to overcome mom guilt is to monitor your self-talk. At the end of the day, I tend to beat myself up over all the things that I didn't get to on my list. And I know it sounds kind of silly, but sometimes I think I use my to-do list as like a report card. And it's real easy for me to look at what I didn't do rather than what all the things that I did get done. Did I brush my teeth? Did I put on deodorant? Hey, did we eat something for dinner? Does everybody have at least clean underwear? Let's call it a win. Negative self-talk is not just a downer for you, but for others. When I get up in the morning and I look in the mirror, and if I'm not kind to the reflection that I see in the mirror, that colors my whole day. And I've noticed that on the days that I'm hardest on my kids, those are also the days that I've been hard on myself. So another way to overcome mom guilt is to give yourself permission to be yourself. Might sound cheesy, but it's real easy to get caught up in your role, to kind of imagine what that role would look like if it was perfectly played out, and to measure yourself by that. But there's no one like you. Did you know that? Like, there's no one on the planet who is just like you. And as many children are on this planet, there's probably millions, if not billions. And there's just as many ways to be a good parent because your kids need you. They don't need perfect super mom, super nanny, whatever. They need you. So lean into that. Be yourself. If you hate baking, don't volunteer to bake dozens of cupcakes for your kid's party. Get those things at the stove if your school will let you have cupcakes. If you're an introvert like me, Don't feel like you need to spend hours and hours on the floor playing with your kids every day. It's okay to take a break. They'll be all right. You can set them up with a book, and it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Believe that you are the mom that your kids need. There's a lot of parenting advice available to us, a lot of information in general, literally at our fingertips. And while information and education are good things, it's easy for us to imagine that there is one right way to be a parent and one wrong way to be a parent. I'm just gonna tell you that what works for your family is not gonna work for everybody else. So lean into that. Give yourself a break, mom. Another thing you can do to help get over mom guilt is to curate your social media feed. Is there anything or anybody on your feed that kind of makes you feel like crap? Whether you feel like you're not measuring up, or it's just somebody who has very strong opinions and it rubs you wrong, there's this little thing called the unfollow button. You don't even have to unfriend. You can just unfollow and, just turn the volume down a little bit on that noise. You don't need that. Follow the feeds to feed you. What you feed your mind is very, very important. That's what's gonna come out. And finally, mama, take care of yourself. I don't know what that looks like for you. For you, it might be a shower every day. For you, it might be setting aside 20-30 minutes before your kids get up so you can read a book or take a walk or stretch or whatever it is you want to do. Journal, draw, whatever. Take some time, give yourself some space and some margin in your day. And I know it's not easy for everybody to do it, but even if it's not the beginning of the day, maybe set aside the last 30 minutes of your day, turn off the screens, turn off your phone, and just chill. Do something relaxing, do something nourishing for you. It makes a huge difference. If you are an introverted mama like me, you might want to set aside time at the beginning and the end of your day. Sometimes I take 15 minutes in the middle of the day and I shut my door, and it's usually like while my kids are having like afternoon snack or something after school, or they're doing something and not burning the house down. And I'm in my room meditating and praying and just chilling. And it really makes a huge difference. It helps me shift gears into the evening time. So I hope you found some of these tips helpful. If you have some of your own tip on how to overcome mom guilt, or you just want to share, please feel free to share in the comments below. Thanks for watching.